damn phones. Babylons can't crack the code.
Welcome to B-MoneyTrading. This is kind of an update. Said I would post last night. So it's been a very volatile day in the stock market. I added this morning at market open. I added to my TQQ position. I forget how many shares. I think it was only like 3 or 4. So I bought 3. This was yesterday. So I bought 2, and then as it went up, I bought 1 more, and we can see where it's at now. And then I also added to my CGC position. I didn't want to, because I'm limited to 3-day trades, and so one of the risks that I was running yesterday was that I added to every position on here. So if it started tanking, I've only been able to gotten out of 3 positions total, and I've been stuck holding the rest for the week. But it was a risk that I was willing to take. The market was down, and I have money in reserves, not in this account for such situations. The opportunities arise like this, and basically the only reason why we need to get out is if basically we're having a serious like stock market crash, which was highly doubtful. People are freaking out and buying into the news and letting the media guide their buying and direction, and what they don't understand is that people state all the time buy low, sell high, but for some reason when things are low they want to sell. So obviously what I did was I bought on here. I think I added 4, see real quick, 4 shares, 3, I had 3 shares. So you can see that, it brought my average price down. Obviously I'm still down big in this trade, but this is a long-term trade. That CGC is undervalued, and in the future it's going to be worth a lot more than what it is right now. It is what I'm believing and what I'm banking on. But anyhow, we'll get back to so I'm actually up for the day, and if you noticed last night, and I'm actually at more than that, and I say that because last night, you see the video I posted last night, I haven't added any funds to my account, and I closed at $2,299 and like 60 something cents, something like that, basically $300. You can see here that I'm up 26.87 now. I'm still down overall for the week, but look at that insanity. That was this morning, and then yesterday and this morning I got down really. It was getting there, and I was looking to add into my account if it dropped much more, and then buying more on top of what I bought. But as you see, it's making its comeback. And someone posted, they were talking about should I sell? Basically they're starting to sweat bullets, and that the media and everything around them is getting to them. Now I'm only down under $200 for the week. And I know you're like, well, this isn't, I'm not day trading, If I was day trading, then yeah, even then, that's not bad for even day trading, to be honest. But anyhow, so I've added to my positions, and some of these have, Nvidia really has made a turnaround today. If you look at Nvidia, it's coming back. I'm down a little under $10 in this trade, with the average of 155, which when I bought in, I believed it was obviously way undervalued, and I really wanted to add to this position this morning, but I still have I think it's like 700, 800, and somewhere around there. I think it's around 700 and buying power left on Robinhood. Plus I was looking to add another 200, but because it's turned around, I'm gonna hold off on adding to the account and wait until Friday. At this point, wait till Friday. But we'll go ahead and pull up the SPY. So this guy's freaking out, and it's all posting, thinking about, I need to sell, I'm wanting to sell so bad, this and that. And you can see here, and I responded. I said, look, dude, in the middle of March, we were down here at 256.50, and I don't recall or not if people were talking about the stock market's going to crash or not, but it didn't. Now, I was looking at this 263, and I was about to add on to some serious positions if the SPY was to get down to 263. It got close. It was like 263.32, but it didn't hit it. And I still came that close to going ahead and adding on more than what I did already this morning. But I said, you know what? I said 263, I'm going to stick to it. So, because what happens if tomorrow or next week it does hit the 263 area, and I've already spent that capital adding up here right now, and say it doesn't and it starts turning around, that's okay. I can just hold that money for another rainy day and accumulate that money for that whenever we do have another sell-off. Then I can add. You hear all these people talking about it's going to crash and this and that, and I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I think overall, even we'll go ahead and pull up the 20-year weekly, that at this point in the housing market crash, I think that the U.S. government realized that they can't ever let the market crash like it did back in the 1920s when the Great Depression hit, that they will do something to prevent it. Now, you may take a serious hit, they may let it drop down to like the 215 or something area, something like that, before they start, trying to do quantitative easing and injecting money in some type of stimulus plan. But they're not going to let it, I'm just going to be honest, they're not going to let it crash. I don't see how they would, with, how America is and our culture, that I couldn't imagine them letting it. And so, but people listen to all the media and talk, and these are just my thoughts and my opinion. Keep that in mind. I'm no professional. This has just been with the little experience that I have in the market, 2.5 years of trading in the market. So you gotta keep that in mind. But I'm looking at overall the big picture. And I think for me, being a new trader, that's one of the things that really got me as far as taking losses, was I was always looking short term and looking to make quick money, and then emotion would always guide my decisions, and I get it, like, part of me kind of wanted to sell this morning and start looking at lightening up my positions, and I said no. Even though that's what I want to do, that's not what I need to do. That, people are always so quick to say, you see people post on Facebook, I'm new to trading, does anybody have any advice or anything like that? And some smart A is going to put on there, buy low, sell high, and then someone's going to be joking around and saying buy high, sell low, and basically, as people, think it's funny or not, the reality is something in human nature is, it tells you, like, when it's low, like, sell, don't buy, this isn't the time to buy. And like right now, I believe it is the time to buy. Now, buy cautiously. Don't just throw the bank in the kitchen sink at it and take on everything you can right now. But I would accumulate, and it's all based on strategy and trading plan. And so for me, the trading plan and my strategy, that it calls for me to add at this point in time. And you can see that I was down for the day this morning, which this is Eastern Standard Time. Right now it's 10:08. So this time it was 9:15, but you can see I was down close to $200, and I'm thinking, man, I said yesterday I can't keep having like 200-day I mean, yesterday was one of the biggest losing days so far since I've started growing the small account. But so I can't have another $200 down day. Like, it's just, you cannot continuously, keep having those. And so I was looking at having to add again, which I wasn't thrilled about, but this is what the strategy calls for now. I was getting to a point that if it didn't show any signs of reversal and kept selling off, I might have been able to hold through the day today, and then tomorrow see how it opened, and that's when I might have had to really consider taking off some of these positions and looking at maybe buying them back later on as it continued to fall. But I think that the 263 area for the SPY, and I even stated in the video last night, would be the point in which it would turn around. And part of me this morning was getting frustrated with the market. I'm just saying, come on, go ahead and hit the 263 so that we can go ahead and start turning around and reversing this trend. And see, people also got to keep in mind the time of year that we're at, that a lot of people are expecting to right down towards the end. We're coming into the holidays, that it's going to really start, things are really going to start picking up. And so then when it starts selling off like this, it shakes people out of their positions and they start selling, and then as we see, it's starting to turn around. And I know this is just one day, so we can't get our hopes up, but if we can manage to hold up at this point around this price level and then continue to build upon it, I think the market, I'm not sure if it's open all day tomorrow. I think it's open all day tomorrow, and then might only be half a day. I have to look, but basically I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping this up. I don't want to make it too long, but we can see here that it has turned around, hit the 263.32 area. I was really looking for this 263 area right around here, but wasn't able to make it, and that's all right. I guess I didn't have to sweat so bad about what was going to happen. I was really waiting for it to hit that to add on more. And so that's the craziness, is you can see like how far down that was, over 8% this morning, and now I'm up almost a whole percent. So continue to watch it, see how it plays out. I think I'm done adding for today as far as all my positions. I've accumulated quite a bit, and right now it's the strategy is to sit, wait, I'll hold and see what it does, see how the market reacts. If it starts having another downturn, then look to start adding. Gets close to that 263 area, then I'll look to start adding my positions. And keep in mind, this is for me and my trading plan. We can look at my weekly real quick. So I'm still down a little under 7.5% for the week, but I'm not day trading. This is a longer term trade, and adding on to these positions, and in the long run, that this is going to pay out, and it's going to pay out well. That I'll end it right after these messages. No, I'm just kidding. But we'll adding down here at this point, and you think, and that's what I was trying to get through to that one guy, is that in March, being down here, think if you would have added and been patient and held, even till July, the kind of returns you would have made on that investment, and so really when it comes down to trading, you have to have your own plan and not listen to the crowd, because the majority of the crowd, you gotta keep in mind, are the ones losing money. There's only a select few in the stock market that actually make money, and I think that's another point where people go wrong, is they listen to everybody else in the market, and while everybody else is losing money, well then you're probably gonna lose money too if you're doing what everybody else is doing. And so as everyone else is saying sell, and you should have been out a month ago, I'm at the point saying buy, this is the time you want to be buying, you know. And keep in mind, again, these are just my own thoughts, my own, you know, things I've learned from the short time I've been trading. And you keep making the same mistakes, then you're basically doomed. You're not, you know, if you keep losing money and you keep trading the same way you've been trading and it keeps losing you money, then it's time to reevaluate your strategy and your trading plan. And whenever everything inside of you says sell, then you do the exact opposite. You either hold or you buy. Me, I'm buying. People are probably saying you're crazy and tell me I'm wrong. I haven't looked at the responses on that post on Facebook yet, but I'm sure I'm going to be getting a lot of people saying, what the hell are you thinking? You know, it's horrible advice or whatnot, but you know, everyone's situation's different. This is my plan, and we'll see how it works out here in the next few weeks. I believe that it'll pay off good. It'll pay off well, and you know, that's that. So with that said, have a good day. Have a good Thanksgiving if I don't post up again before that. But I think the market is open. You know, I'll go ahead and do another posting tonight, and so y'all can see where I ended the day at, whether it's up or down, and where I'm at for the overall week. So anyhow, I will see y'all tonight, and happy trading, and talk to y'all later. Bye.